Hey guys, welcome back to Fitness Tested. I'm Hayden.
I'm Jacob.
We've got a banger of a video today for you guys.
We got the Nike Vomero Plus. All right, so Nike just dropped another banger here with the Nike Vomero Plus, their new Super Max Cushion Daily Trainer. And we're gonna give some of our first impressions of the shoe, and Hayden's gonna kick it off here for us.
Yeah, so obviously this is Vomero Plus. This is the big brother to the Vomero 18. This is in Nike's Max Cushion lineup. For me, what highlights the shoe is the forefoot sensation. I am a forefoot striker, so that's kind of what I feel the most in a shoe is how it feels in the forefoot. And in the forefoot, it feels incredible. I get a lot of softness and a lot of bounce from that forefoot area, which I really liked. I also thought the grip of the shoe was really nice. I didn't have any concerns because it is a higher stack shoe. I didn't have any concerns with my grip at the bottom. So that's kind of how I felt first impressions running in it. Jacob, what do you think?
All right, so here's my verdict of the Nike Vomero Plus. This shoe's a friggin' boat. It's huge.
Yeah.
But it's not just any boat. It's a yacht. This is
There you go.
This is pure luxury cruising on a huge slab of ZoomX. Doesn't get any better than this. You know, I've never been on a yacht before, but I have to assume someone on a yacht, you know, they're not traveling anywhere in much of a hurry. You know, they're just kicking back, enjoying life, soaking up the sun. And that's really how I describe this shoe.
Yeah.
You know, you're not getting anywhere in a hurry, but you're just knocking out miles. You're just soaking in the comfort of the shoe with this plush upper, full ZoomX midsole, and yeah, just sipping margaritas on the way to your destination, man.
I've never been on a yacht, but I'd assume running in the shoe is pretty similar to what being on a yacht feels like.
Pure luxury, man.
So, yeah.
So Nike, they just kicked off their new shoe pillars for each different type of shoe. They have the responsive cushioning with the Pegasus as the icon, supportive cushioning with the structure as the icon, and we also have the maximum cushioning pillar for the Vomero lineup. They released the Vomero 18, which is the icon of that lineup, and a level above it are these guys right here, Vomero Plus. So it's a whole new brand system that they're launching, just so you can have a better understanding of each type of shoe and what they can offer for your training. It can get a little hard to get an idea of it, but then once you see it, then
Yeah.
get a good picture.
And so this new Vomero Plus is being rebranded from the old Invincible. Obviously, the old Invincible didn't have room in this new 3-icon system that Nike has, so they are rebranding as the Vomero Plus. So, OG Invincible, I was in the Invincible 1, 2, and 3. Jacob?
Invincible 1 and 2 for me is some of my favorite daily trainers of all time.
Yep, so the Invincible dropped back in 2021. It was pretty much just a big old slab of ZoomX foam with an upper on top. The 1 and the 2 were very similar, but they hit it out of the park with that model. And the 3 was just kind of cookie cutter, and they kind of got lazy with the shoe.
I mean, yeah, Nike, they really dropped the ball with the upper Invincible 3s. I mean, I would describe it as almost like a cardboard material. It was pretty terrible. And everyone's heel slipped out of it. Almost every customer I worked with, fitting them with Invincibles, their heel would just slip straight out of it, myself included. So it was a bummer, RIP Invincible. Now we got these guys here, Vomero Plus, as part of their new brand pillars for each of their different types of shoe. This one falling in that maximum cushioning line. So I think I like the new system they've created, and it's a clear concept. This is max cushioning to the max right here.
Yeah, and I think they've also followed some other, I don't know about followed, but some other brands are also following this model, they're starting kind of the pillar system. So it's starting to happen.
Cloud Surfer Max.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something that's becoming more common in the running shoe market. So something to get used to.
All right, so we're gonna hop into the boring part of the video, the specs.
None of you really care about the specs.
You need these details. You all need these details. Even though you can just Google it and find it, we're still gonna tell you. So we'll dive in with the upper. This is the classic engineered mesh upper for Nike. The typical, plush fit. It feels very similar to the fit of the upper in the Vomero 18s. In this new one, there's no heel slippage at all compared to RIP Invincible 3. No heel slippage in these at all for the upper, good heel counter. Yeah. Plenty of padding. For me, super comfortable fit. Yeah. I have like a little more narrow foot. I know you said you had comments like it might have been a little snug in the toe box for you.
So, I mean, this is the theme with Nike in general is I swear they pride themselves on creating the narrowest toe box they can create. I've been running in the shoe a ton this past week, so I was having a little problems with like my pinky toe and the one next to it kind of getting smashed because the toe box wasn't super roomy. But, I mean, that's just the theme with Nike shoes. That's what you're going to get with them, so you kind of just have to deal with it. So.
It's mostly true to size for you, though, TTS?
True to size, yeah. One thing I really did enjoy, though, was the tongue was really thick, which I thought was actually kind of nice. I liked the cushioning on the top of my foot for that, so I didn't really mind that. So that was something that I really enjoyed. So also, let's go into the outsole. I really liked the grip of this shoe. I wasn't expecting it to do so well for me. I've been on concrete a bunch, and wet concrete. We've had a bunch of storms around here, so wet conditions, and it held up really well for me on those conditions. I wore it on the gravel, and it was fine. So the grip is really good, and that's something I really enjoyed, especially like on wet surfaces, and the gravel, it worked well for me, so.
Yeah, I feel like in like a lot of Nike's recent models, they have not been skimping out on the outsole coverage.
No.
I mean, this is like...
They've done a great job.
This is like 93.5% outsole coverage here. You got plenty of rubber,
and I mean, to be fair, like it's a heavier shoe, so it's like, you might as well go crazy with the outsole because you're not trying to save any weight. Like it's marketed as a max cushion shoe. It's gonna be heavy. Like you're just gonna have to deal with it. So having a grippy outsole makes the shoe better, in my opinion.
Yeah, and also the upside of that too is you're gonna get a lot more miles out of the shoe. So shoes that go more minimalist outsole, they can get ripped up pretty quickly for sure. On the outsole. So I think these are just gonna hold up better for mileage with all that grip on the bottom too.
Okay, let's go into the midsole now. So it's a full ZoomX midsole. It is 45 millimeters in the heel and 35 in the forefoot, giving it a 10 millimeter drop. That is the same as the regular Vomero Icon shoe. So for me, obviously, I really love the forefoot sensation in the shoe. I said that earlier. I think that's what highlights it for me because I'm a forefoot striker. So I really enjoyed that. The full ZoomX foam, I thought was nice. I had a little bit of trouble with the regular Vomero, how it's half ReactX, half ZoomX. It was messing with my foot a little bit, and I really didn't have any problems with this. The full ZoomX feels great under my foot, and I thought, especially on concrete, when I need that kind of extra cushion, extra support, I thought it did great for that.
I mean, yeah, Nike, when they just don't know what to do, they're just like, all right, let's just throw a full slab of ZoomX on it, and you can't go wrong with that. It's ZoomX.
Yep.
I mean, and a lot of brands are like doing different, they're doing like 2 layers of different foams, like one of their more elite foams and then like their more basic foam, which Nike did it with Vomero, as you said. But yeah, you can't go wrong with ZoomX here. It just gives you that nice plush ride for all your miles. Mm-hmm. And it felt nice for me, and it actually felt like fairly stable on turns. Yeah. So we actually like experienced the shoes pretty differently. Like I am a bit more of a heel striker myself. It's like a little bit different strike for me when I'm running. But they felt nice and were great for cruising for easy miles.
Okay, so obviously what I said before, we've got full ZoomX midsole in this shoe. And ZoomX foam was introduced to us with the OG Vaporfly, OG Alphafly. And for the running shoe market at the time, it changed the game. ZoomX foam was the lightest, quickest foam on the market when it came out. And now it's in pretty much every Nike shoe. And
a lot of them.
What is ZoomX, Nike? Like, what are we doing, you know? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, like, they are really watering down, the term ZoomX, you know, the naming convention for the shoes. Mm-hmm. I mean, so this is ZoomX in the Invincible, but it's a different formulation, different density of foam, because obviously they do need to tune it to work towards, like, day trainers, because if this was, like, standard ZoomX foam they put in Alphaflies, the shoes would be like ripped to shreds pretty quickly, but they'd be insanely bouncy for like maybe 20 miles. Yep. I mean, so they really do have to tune ZoomX differently for daily trainers opposed to racing shoes. But I really think they should just like call it something different. Like it can be ZoomX, but they need to have like something else on top of that because it's kind of getting confusing at this point.
And Nike's even came out and said like the ZoomX in our trainers is a different ZoomX than the ZoomX in our racers. So it's like, why are we just putting the name on everything to confuse consumers, because like people are gonna put the shoe on their foot, see the ZoomX, be like, oh, this is gonna be bouncy like my Vaporfly, even though obviously it's not plated, but it's gonna be bouncy like my Vaporfly, and it's just not the same foam. So we really got to call it something different. Like Asics, they have their like FF Blast Max, FF Blast Plus, like all that type of stuff.
Which I think that's the way to go. I mean, that makes it like a little less complicated, like easier for consumers to understand. Like it is indeed a different foam you're gonna have underfoot, a different sensation. So Nike, you could work on it a little bit. We still love your shoes. We love ZoomX.
We love the ride.
But yeah, get it together.
And I think like in general for the running shoe market, I think there's been so much advancements in carbon plates, in like the geometry of the shoe, and I think what we'll see in the next few years is I think a lot of these brands are going to put all their research into foam research and creating better foams, because I think that's just the thing that's going to advance shoes even more. It's just, I mean, we've cracked the code on plates and geometry of shoes, but it's just foams that need to get better. So we'll see, I think, some advancements in terms of that coming forward. So
yeah, only better shoes to come.
So here we've got some shoes that we would compare to the Vomero Plus. So I've got the Hoka Bondi right here, and I've got the Brooks Glycerin Max. Glizzy Max. So we picked some shoes that like are a tier above their little brother or sister, because the Vomero Plus is the big brother or sister to the Vomero. The Bondi is the big brother to the Clifton, and the Glycerin Max is the big sister to the Glycerin. And so that's why we picked these as comparisons. Also, did you have another one too?
Yeah, like another one's like the New Balance More, which is like a Super Max stacked 1080, just like the huge slab of fresh foams. That's like another model that's a competitor price-wise and cushioning-wise.
Yeah, so we just brought out some kind of higher stack responsive shoes.
Which, the question is, like, do you more, just based off like getting some miles on these guys here, do you more compare them to like a Bondi or like a More, or do you consider it like more like elite level, like training shoe, like a Glycerin Max? It's obviously not, it's not anywhere near a Super Blast, because that's like super lightweight and you know, more of like their true racing foam. It's the good stuff in there.
I think it's more of like your easy day shoe. I think like a Super Blast is super stiff, and like it's you can go really fast in the shoe. I think this is more for like your daily easy miles, like pounding the pavement type stuff. So close to like a Bondi, but just some more responsiveness. So I think it's like a perfect Vomero Plus, like perfect long run shoe. I think that's what kind of I came up with when I was running it. So
yeah. Honestly, like, I almost put it like between these. I almost put it like between these two, like in terms of the cushioning and just like the feel. Like it's not going to be as responsive as a Glycerin Max. But it's going to have the nice cushioned feel of a Hoka Bondi, but not feel quite as slow as that shoe there.
Happy medium.
So it's like right in between. So, which I think it makes it a very competitive shoe in the max stack category. For Nike this year, I think the new launch of their brand pillars for their different types of shoe has been, I think it's gone pretty well so far. And for the max cushioning category, we now have 2 shoes released. Vomero 18s back in February of this year. Now we're gonna have Vomero Plus in August 7th. So I think the whole new system they're developing, I think it's pretty effective, and it's a new way to like establish different types of shoes within their line.
Yeah, and so Nike announced that the Vomero Premium, the top-end shoe of this pillar, is releasing in October. We have a buddy who is a Nike tester, and we got to put the shoe on her foot earlier this year, and it's incredible. It's 55 millimeter stack height in the heel. It has full zoom pods throughout the forefoot, which you see in shoes like the Alpha Fly and the Air Zoom Vic. And it's been nicknamed the Alter G shoe by Nike pros. So we're really eager for the shoe to come out. We're really looking forward to it. It's something that's so new to the running shoe market. So I'm really eager to see how it does. Like,
I'm excited for it. I mean, just like jogging around the store in the shoes, like you feel like you're just like floating.
It's nuts.
And that was just like, it was a demo, but like it looks exactly the same as the shoe they're releasing. But they're gonna be insane. We're excited for it. I mean, full ZoomX. 2 huge Air Zoom units in the forefoot and the heel. It's exciting stuff. Okay, so we'll have Nike Vomero Plus dropping August 7th at the price of $180, which I think is a very competitive price, relative to its, competitors with the Hoka Bondi, Glycerin Max, for that max cushion shoe.
Yeah, we're really excited about this guy. If you want to try it on, come into fitness sports. We've got plenty of them, and see for yourself what all the Vomero Plus is about. This was Fitness Tested. I'm Hayden.
I'm Jacob.
Today, you guys learned all about the new Nike Vomero Plus. Thank you guys for watching all the way to this point in the video. I recommend you guys to check out our Nike Vomero 18 video with me and Jacob right here. We'll have more content like this coming out soon. Make sure to like, comment, and smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next video.